Hello people and welcome to another Planetside 2 video. Yeah, look at that, huh? Mad skills, mad skills. Look how I'm pawning these bitches, yeah? That's how we do it, rocket pods for the win. Yeah, nothing can stop me. I'm just gonna keep spam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, I guess it's time for some air-to-air dogfight. Let's take a look at this. Ah, Reaver, huh? Well, let's... What the hell? I guess this guy has researched Blink. Thought that was a Protoss ability. Anyway, a lot of people have been unhappy with the balance between air and ground. Most of the people that have expressed their unhappiness about it say that the Liberators mainly are too strong. Some people say even the ESFs are still too strong. And there also has been a lot of talk about the anti-air being too weak. Now, if you're one of those people, then I have good news for you. The anti-air has been buffed. And trying to ram me like this guy, this is just lame. The fact that there is ram bonus in this game makes no sense whatsoever. It's just stupid. And this is not the first time someone tries that. So I'm trying to save up another 400 certs here so I can get the last part of the hover stability. It's the airframe that I use for all the ESFs, and the Scythe is not going to be an exception. I just like it. Some people prefer the dogfighting airframe, and it seems to me that the least popular one is the Racer airframe. So the big changes for pilots and for people on the ground who are fighting pilots is the buff to anti-air that has come out recently. And you gotta stay on your guard a little bit more now if you fly, especially if you fly an ESF. I don't know if you change your tactics all that much if you fly a Liberator. I have basically no experience with it. And one of the things I think is really important in this game is to make sure you always have access to cover. It doesn't matter really what role you play, but in this situation, for example, if I would just storm in here heads on against this anti-air turret, it would probably take me out in like a second or two. The anti-air has one major advantage over air that air could never compete with, and it is the fact that you can receive repairs while you are in combat. A lot of people don't really take advantage of this. They don't really use that to its full capacity. And one of the mistakes I see a lot of people do is that the anti-air max, for example, they stay out in the open and giving the engineers no access to cover while they are repairing. Now obviously with turrets it's different because they are stationary, so you have to repair them where they are. But these turrets are a free anti-air unit and they're very effective, especially for being a free unit. And the max suit also come with one burster by default. As you can see, the server, or at least Amerish on this server that I play on, Litcorp, is not very populated right now. This is the middle of the day. And the thing about population is that the less the server is populated, the more dominant an ESF actually gets. Anyway, these turrets were actually quite a problem for me during this gameplay, even though it's not all in the video. You're gonna see here as what I'm doing here is that I'm just damaging them without actually destroying them, so that if somebody would enter them, I'd just be able to shoot them down real fast. Let's see if somebody falls for the trap. Oh yeah, worked like a charm. Now the thing is that the last couple of days as I've been flying, if there are a lot of people on the server, if the server is populated, if they have a decent anti-air cover somewhere, you just can't fly there. That's just not possible. It doesn't matter if it's turrets, if it's maxes, or if it's skyguards. You just have to stay away. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens when the January patch comes out. They're gonna change the rendering for maxes. That's gonna make a big difference. But yeah, this is an ongoing process. There's a lot of different opinions about everything that happens. I have my opinions. I'm sure you know what they are. So in this situation here, I was able to take out a Reaver that was bombarding our Sunderer. And our Sunderer is burning, but it is still alive, so I decided to land and actually repair it. That Sunderer is still alive. If you have the possibility to save it. You want me to repair it and save it? Now the way these changes actually affects the game, I'm not really sure of yet, because, well, obviously You're not gonna be bombarded by rocket pods and Zephyr as much. But that's not the only thing that will happen now, I believe, because we've seen this before, especially in the beta, how when the air was almost useless, we had tank spam, and we had so much more tanks, even though people say the same now, that, oh, there's too much tanks. If you haven't played the beta, it was way worse in some of the patches way back in the beta. So the thing is that the problem with air is that it's basically the same as with tanks. They're just too effective against infantry and only infantry. And basically everything in this game is effective against infantry. And that's the thing that I would like to see the most. The changes I would like to see happen is that we would have a chance to have some real infantry fights where nor tanks or air vehicles would have a chance to completely dominate. So maybe we will see some more fun infantry fights in the future, who knows? I'm hoping for it, so thanks for watching, and bye for now.